Good day. This is Ruby Johnson. I am a therapist who lives in Dallas Fort Worth area, and I have become a commentator or a contributor with Huffington Post in the last month. And I've written a few blogs, and today I decided to do my first video blog. I believe the topic that I would like to talk about warrants me sharing with my own voice, not simply in written form, but also in verbal form. I'm hoping to convey some of the sentiment that I have been having over the last couple of days. The title of this blog is Reimagining the Personal as Political. One of my favorite feminists that I was first introduced to, her name is Carol Hanish. The essay, The Personal is Political, is one of the first essays that I read involving feminism. Later on, I learned about many, many more awesome, wonderful, beautiful feminists of all different diverse backgrounds. But this one stands out to me because of the statement, the personal is political. This is one of my favorite quotes. One of the first things that we discover in these groups is that the personal problems are political problems. I'm going to read a little to you. As a sex therapist, the field of sexuality intersects with race, gender identity and expression, sexual identity and expression, racial identity and expression, and so on and so forth. Therefore, it's not a luxury for me as a therapist to ignore the impact that the current social and political environment has on the client when they walk into my office. Today, I had a long and powerful session with a client who was questioning many facets of their sexuality and gender identity. The emotional and mental fear expressed for walking down the street, going to a public restroom, flying on an airplane, visiting their grandchildren, being blocked from visiting their grandchildren, losing their job. They work in a blue collar industry. It's very traumatic, very fearful for them, and it's very visceral in the office. Also, I saw an African American client today. She is a mother of an 18-year-old son. She spent the beginning of the session explaining how she raised her child, the sacrifices that she made so that he can have success and opportunity. She discussed her son's grades, her son's morals, values, and behaviors. After about 20 minutes, I interrupted her. I asked, I have been with you for 2 years. I know you and I know your family. You are taking us down this path for a purpose. What is it? She tells me, I don't know. I see these boys and men dying, and I wonder if I have done all I can for my son to live. We cried. I held her hand. No words were necessary. Her survival and instinctual senses are heightened. She is in a primal place of self preservation and self protection. This is a defensive stance. I get it. I understand. Many days, as of late, I hold the defensive position for my client. Sometimes I need someone to hold that space for me. Like many folks, I am friends with I have friends on Facebook. We enjoy posting about milestones of success professionally and personally. So I posted about an accomplishment. A person in one of my friend groups posted, Good for you, Ruby. You are a woman and you are black. You don't let those arbitrary barriers get you down. Arbitrary. Really. It's amazing how arbitrary race becomes if you are successful. I just love this statement. Any black man can make it in America. See, look at the president. He's black. It didn't stop him. At a glance, someone predicts the likelihood that you are dangerous or violent based upon your skin. It's amazing how blackness has become the bitterness of a social political landscape. I hear bitterness when a Black person is successful because other Black folks are continuing to fight. And I hear bitterness when a Black person advocates for equitable and accessible opportunities. Here's another one of my favorite quotes from the essay. There are no personal solutions at this time. There is only collective action for a collective solution. Black Lives Matter is a collective action for collective solution. The solutions and strategic plans are available for all of us to read, digest, and consider. This is about creating hope. As a therapist, group work is my favorite. It breeds hope, solidarity, unity. One of the greatest predictors for a successful outcome in therapy for a client is to expect, if they expect hope, if they expect change. It's called the buy-in. The Black community is seeking a buy-in. The buy-in is not simply given through lip service, it's through collective action from us all. Thank you.